Right, so this was something I genuinely didn't like about the story. I love the fact you went I love the fact that you went back to your original world, and I thought to myself, brilliant, yes. Continuation, go meet up with Ericus, see what's up.
Ventus, you're alone? I thought Aqua
But
would...
like, I understand Ericus's thought process. It's like, okay,
Well, what matters is
if
that you're
Ventus fights
You
Vanitas,
don't
Light
belong
and Darkness,
outside
you create the
this world
Keyblade,
yet.
which can open up Kingdom
home. You need to
Hearts,
stay here.
complete annihilation.
In your
Okay, I
prison.
get it.
What?
But why does he suddenly
That's your
turn
excuse.
all heart, like, completely
Keeping me
heartless?
imprisoned here, isn't it?
Like, I understand that Ericus is supposed to be this perfect
What did you
Keyblade
hear?
wielder of light,
That I'm
and
supposed to be
he's
some
so
weapon.
attached to the light that he's
Some
kind
kind
of
of
let light
Keyblade.
cloud his mind, because he doesn't accept darkness at all. He wants to wipe it from the
Could
face of
never
the
let
earth,
it go.
especially since he got the scars from Master Xehanort, which is shown in this flashback. Wow, good timing. And I don't know, like, you go through this flashback, he realizes, okay, these two
Wait,
elements need to
Xehanort.
combine in order to make the Keyblade.
There is a
If I
reason
get rid of
these
one of
have
these
bars
elements,
from such
at
knowledge.
least Xehanort can't
Why do you
make
seek
it.
the Keyblade?
Or at least his progress can be
Blanket
halted
all
here.
the worlds in darkness?
I get that.
Reduce them to nothing?
But he doesn't think
Darkness
of
did
anything
cover
else.
the
Wow, I
world
had something in front of my
once.
face.
In legend, we know so little
better.
about the Keyblade War.
He didn't think of
Only
anything
that it was
else?
just the beginning.
Really?
Amidst that crisis,
I mean-
precious light was found.
If he's such a
It's
good
curious
guy and
tale,
he's, like,
and
helped
one worth exploring.
Ventus learn and all that jazz,
They say
surely he
ruin
would have,
brings about
like,
creation.
tried
So
to
what
combine
then
forces
another
with Ventus
Keyblade
and maybe
war
even Master Yen Sid,
When the darkness
back of a
falls,
mystical
will we
tower,
be found
or mysterious
worthy
tower, sorry.
of the precious light
And
that
at least
is
come up with a
space.
plan on trying to
I must have these
hide
answers.
Ventus away from Vanitas, which inevitably collapses
leads
and then
to
we
the
have to fight
forge.
anyway, and that's the scene we get at the end.
And with it, the
That
doors
would have
to
been much
Keyblade
better.
War
At least in my
unlocked.
opinion, that would have been a much better idea. And then having,
You would risk an apocalypse
like, still having the
of sheer
conflict in Terra's
curiosity?
story, where Terra still fights Ericus,
I will
but
never allow
make it so that Terra sees it
where
in
I
a
live.
completely different way.
But once
So he
again, we
thinks
have it all wrong.
Ericus is going to destroy Ven, and jumps in and goes in to fight him, but then realizes after the fight that no, he didn't intend to do it in any way, shape or form. That would have turned out better, both for the progression of Ven's story. Thanks, Save Gear, dude. As well as Ericus' story, at least in my opinion. So I'm genuinely interested. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that would have made it better? Do you think that would have made it worse? Let me know. Like, I'm not saying it's terrible. Like, the story's still solid in this. Still absolutely solid. I just thought this was a massive flaw.
Has the darkness
Especially since you
taken
had this
Xehanort?
backstory with Xehanort. Yo! I got zombies in space following me. Now that's quite awesome. Cheers, dude. But yeah, I just thought that was a bit of a hole. You had that fantastic flashback detailing why he has the scars and why he has doubts
I
about
had the chance to
Xehanort
stop
and his
him,
true
I couldn't
intentions.
do it.
Then he just immediately jumps to, right, I've got to kill you.
Fail
So-
again.
what? No, Ven isn't
Master.
evil.
What do you...
You helped, you trained him!
Blade has
For
no
crying out
place in
loud,
this
with
or
Terra and
any
Aqua! You housed him, you
Xehanort
trained
has
him,
made his
he
purpose
became a
clear.
son to
I
you!
am left with no choice.
I would hate to be his son right now!
But you must
Bloody hell,
exist
Ericus!
no more.
Me! Have I played Tokiden Kiwami on PS4? I have at events, and I love it. It's basically
Terra,
the
and you
Kawaii
step
Tecmo
aside.
Monster Hunter, and I love it a bit.
Will not
I
heed
really
your
do. I
master.
don't own it
I
yet.
won't.
But if I do ever own
Why
it,
do all
you
my
guys will know
attempts to
that I will
reach
live
you
stream it.
fail?
And if I do end up live streaming it, you're more than welcome to
Don't
join me
have it in your
for some
heart to
classic
obey.
Tokiden action.
Then you will have to share Ventus's fate.
I don't get that either. Like, why does he have to share Ventus's fate? No, he doesn't. You can talk about it like adults.
Right.
But yet again, this adds to the whole point of Ericus being clouded by light. Which is an interesting way of thinking about it. He's completely hooked on the idea that light is the only way forward. If you try and get in front of me and block what I'm trying to do, which is supposed to be for the greater good, I'm gonna have to treat you like you're a being of darkness, and you're gone. That's pretty hype. And to think that that's a massive flaw for Ericus's character. Interesting as hell. I love that. Really interesting character development for that part. I just think it could have been done a little bit better. Yeah, that JRPG grind though. Well, it's kind of like Monster Hunter, isn't it?
Wait, Terra!
The grind is real in both of those games. I know. I love Monster Hunter to bits. I keep playing it. It's still a grind fest. But it's okay. I've got a super heavy samurai trumpeter to help us out, so it's absolutely fine. I love my card games, by the way. And you can see why I love card games on TCG Tuesday, every Tuesday on YouTube. That's a good segue. Shameless plugging? Yes!
Wait, Terra!
And this is when he ends up on Destiny Islands.
Going somewhere?
Now, personally, I would have loved it if we had a fight here with Vanitas on Destiny Islands and things started to go crazy. That would have been awesome. Do we get it? Of course not, because that's the final boss fight.
Join with me, right here and now. Become the Keyblade.
No.
I also found it interesting that throughout the story, Ven has these, like, oh my god, my man moments. But it's him trying to remember what he was like before he split into two beings. Pretty cool. Yes, the Final Fantasy VII remake. Oh god, do I win?
Please don't do this.
I'll talk about it, right?
I'm not
Okay.
strong enough.
While the cutscene's happening, I might as well.
It is because you're trying to hold it in.
It's not that I'm mad
Let the dark impulse
about Final
awaken
Fantasy
in the
VII
pit of your
remake.
heart.
I'm as happy as everyone else. I'm
Release
loving the
them
idea
here
behind it,
and
and it's
now.
super cool.
Sharpen your
But
fear into rage.
it's not my favourite Final Fantasy of all time, and personally, I would have preferred either 4, 5, or 6 to get the PS4 PC remaster treatment, but that's just me. I'm still going to get Final Fantasy VII, I'm going to see what they do to it, what changes they make to it, and I'm just going to generally let you guys know what I think of it in general. But as much as I like that they're doing it, as I said, not my favourite Final Fantasy of all time. My favourite is 6, second is 4, third is 5, 7 is like my 5th favourite underneath 10. And that's saying something. It's underneath 10 for me.
Thankless meal fight. If I must, I will extract the darkness from within you myself.
I'll extract the darkness from within you myself. And then I'll do my funky hands. Don't know why I kind of sound like a Sean Connery impression with it's just like he's got something shoved in his throat. Shove this into your chest and I can get the key. Just remember, if you know it's in the ash, it means yes. No. Final Fantasy VIII is there. Like, for me, Final Fantasy VIII was at the same level as 7, where I really liked it. But it just wasn't as fun as 4, 5, 6, and 10.
The name Vanitas shall be given.
At least for me.
Yes, Master.
Heck, if they did a remaster of Final Fantasy VIII, dude, I'd go hype. And you just see my eyes going pretty high. Yeah, I'd go crazy for that. Loving the little winky face Pip boy.
Fine. Then I'll
It's like,
give you a
I've got the
reason to
collector's
fight.
edition.
What?
I didn't get
Come
one,
find
by
me.
the way. I refuse
one
to
and only
pre-order
place
games
to
until
spawn a
I either am satisfied enough by the
Keyblade
information given so that it
There,
Cl-
you're gonna
it
see me
clarifies
choke the
why I
life
should
out of
pre-order?
Terra and Aqua.
or I actually get hands-on before it's
Then we'll see
released,
how long you play
being a
the
game
pacifist.
journalist. So, if I do get hands-on before release, I get a chance to play it before everyone else, get to preview it, see what it is, and if I like it, I pre-order it. That's how I do it.
Terra, Aqua. I swear I'll put an end to this.
That is true. The style did start changing when it hit 7. And I respected that. You had to move on with the times. But as much as 7 changed up the style, as much as 8 took the style and improved that, as much as 9, at least in my opinion for the PS1 era, perfected the style, the stories, and I mean the true grit and nitty-gritty of the stories, still didn't get close to what 4, 5, and 6 had. At least in my opinion. Even then, 4, 5, and 6 character-wise was just brilliant. I loved all the characters. Go! Yeah, anyway. All that to one side, cutscene's over. I just burped, and we get a new Keyblade. Lost Memory, his best Keyblade in the game. A Keyblade with long reach that makes it easier to land critical hits and deal higher damage when you do. And a Xehanort report. Welcome to. Can you imagine that as like a news? As like a news channel that's specifically about what's happening in the Kingdom Hearts universe. It's like, welcome to the Xehanort News, brought to you by Xehanort. And then there was darkness floating across the worlds, whilst the heartless and nobody started to confront each other in glorious combat for the Keyblade. That'd be pretty cool.
Thanks for checking out the video. If you liked what you saw, be sure to subscribe for some more VGU gaming action and check out what other stuff we have happening on our channel. And while you're at it, be sure to check out our twitch.tv channel in the description below so that you can catch us live and on the scene when we're doing another one of our gaming sessions. Until next time, we'll be seeing you on the other side.